Okay, so this is a self-contained UV exposure machine, or ultraviolet exposure machine, depending on how much room you've got to write. Completely automatic, okay, so you don't have to worry about doing too much with this. All you need to make sure is you've got the settings right to start with. Okay, so the panel on the front's fairly easy to decipher. Okay, obviously make sure it's turned on. Yeah, that's a good one. Then there's a button for vacuum, there's a button for tubes, and then there's start and cancel. Okay, there is what we call a timer on here in inverted commas. It normally needs to be set between 17 and 19. Okay. If it's any higher or any lower, there's a risk that your screen is either going to overexpose or underexpose. Okay. If it was a professional print environment and you were going to keep a screen for several months, it'd probably be on something like 25 or 30. Okay. But for what we do, where we have to kind of recycle screens, clean them constantly, this is a good balance between it being fairly survivable in terms of being washed a few times, but also so we can recover it fairly easily as well. All right. So the timer is not essentially a timer, it doesn't do time, okay, it does count down, but it's to do with light units, okay, and so it's to do with frequency of light. So it does essentially speed up and slow down depending on how much the machine is being used. Okay. So as soon as you press start, it won't do anything at all while the tube warms up. Okay, so if you press start and you think, hang on, it's not doing anything, that's fine, that's what it does. Okay, because the ultraviolet bulb in the middle has to warm up. And then once it's to full power, we'll then start its little kind of countdown. Okay? Like I say, that does fluctuate depending on how warm the tube is. So, your stencil, when it goes on here, you need to make sure it's the right way around. Okay, so it's the readable way around. So if you have text, you should be able to read it. Likewise, your image should be the correct way around. You don't need to reverse anything. Okay. So if you remember Lino and a lot of our stuff we were doing before, we had to do stuff in reverse. Okay, with this one, you're going to print directly through your screen, and therefore you don't need to flip anything around. Okay? Good. Right, this needs to go in this cupboard here. There you go. So let me take a screen out of the cupboard. So this is one that you can see has been coated. Sometimes you'll notice the kind of previous image on here, so those are kind of understandably referred to as ghosts. Some of the inks and stuff that we use and we print with actually stain the nylon on the screen, so they tend to kind of come through. All right. When they're deep cleaned, that will come off, but what you want to do is just check for holes and any really badly blocked bits. All right? And you want to try and avoid those on your print. So, acetate or whatever you've got underneath, screen on top, okay, with the frame facing up, okay, and the fabric of the screen should be contact with the glass. Okay. The reason for that is we're going to suck the air out of this. So if it's the other way up, it will tear the screen in half. Okay. And you won't be very popular. So once that's all done, we want to close the lid as quickly as we can because that is sensitive to ultraviolet light. So it will go off in just normal daylight. We've got about kind of 5 minutes or so before it becomes useless. Okay. So don't take the screen out of the cupboard unless you're ready to use it on here. Same as you would with photographic paper. So, the only buttons you really need to worry about, if you can't see what you're doing through there, you want to be able to see a bit clearer, you can use the tubes, and that will start two fluorescent bulbs inside the machine, and you can see through your screen a bit better. But most of the time that's turned off. Vacuum and start. So, vacuum goes on. And then you press the green start button and it will go through its little process. I'm not going to turn your video off for this bit, so it will take a little bit of time.